East Ridge Housing Commission. If y'all would please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For this March 11th meeting, could get a roll call, please.
Chairperson Davis,
Here.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Here.
Commissioner Myers,
Here.
Commissioner Thompson,
Here.
Commissioner Valone.
Here.
Okay. If we could, I'll just take a moment for the approval of minutes, February 11th meeting. If there's any questions, comments, we could get approval in a second, once everybody's looked over it.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from the February 11th
Second.
meeting as written.
We have a motion and a second.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson Davis.
Yes. Is there any communication or comments by the public that are not involved with any of the cases being heard tonight? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to old business. First, the first case on old business is 5006 Delaware Drive. This is an update on progress from December 10th, 2025, meeting regarding the property being brought to code compliance. Hi, ladies. So, how are we doing?
Good. They had somebody out today to, wrap things up. There's still a few more trips that need to be made, but other than that, we're going real good. One more, you said? Yeah.
Just one more trip.
That one or two more close, and that's it.
Okay, the house is still secure. There's nothing going on with that. No concerns. Okay. All right. Is there any questions regarding this property?
How do you feel? Do you feel like it needs to stay in here?
No?
We've had it for several months. And the trips back and forth, I know, get exhausting. I just didn't know at what level are we for compliance.
I don't think it's the level of we need to still be here every month. I have very good communication with them, and I think that we're all under the same agreement and understanding that we want to close. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I make a motion to close the case of 5006 Delaware Drive. Second.
Just to wrap it up with a bow, just make sure that the progress continues, because this doesn't mean that it won't come back if we slide back into non-compliance, which I know you guys were just cleaning up another mess. Just so I state it. So okay, awesome. Thank you. We can get a vote.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson Davis.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you.
The next item is 201 East Street. This is update on progress from December 10th meeting regarding bringing the property up to code compliance. And these were the odds and ends from that lengthy list of items. So where are we on this?
I'm gonna let Jacqueline explain it to you. Haven't been back out there in the last couple of months. We still got some stuff to finish up, so.
Yes, the handrail has been completed, and then on Tuesday the 17th, the landscaping company will be out for the trees, which is the last thing on the list that I'm aware of.
Okay. So all the exit signs are good, illuminated, all the fire extinguishers,
All that was
Are
done
good.
before the last
right?
meeting we
And
were
then I
at.
think there was stairways, there were some stair rails.
They finished those.
Yep. Just one.
Okay, and so this was the landscape around the riser room
Yes.
Right.
The new trees.
entries. So is the riser room accessible?
They are accessible. You could get to them in a quickness. Not as clear as they could be, but Tuesday that will be resolved.
Okay.
For those select buildings, the metal grate that's in front of it will also be coming down.
Okay. So what is your, take deputy? What do you?
I feel like we're really close. Jacqueline's been very helpful. I feel like she can get it completed.
And everything else is staying in compliance. We're not slipping and sliding, getting one thing done and then another thing goes, oh, okay. I mean, initially, this was brought because I think things weren't getting done and there was some resistance there.
Correct.
And now we have open line communication and
Correct.
everybody's doing what they're
We
supposed
had
to
a
do.
slight issue come up. She handled it right away within the day and
Good.
everything was fine again.
Okay,
So I'm
awesome.
confident.
So your recommendation would be to do what with this?
Close it.
Close it, okay. And just, again, like I stated before, that does not mean that may not come back if something happens or,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
some,
I think with that being said, I would make a motion to close 201 East Street based on last couple of items will be finished up in good faith. Second.
we have a motion, and a second, for good faith.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson Davis.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank
For
you.
your attention, thank you. All right, the last one on our old business is one that was brought in front of us last month. This is 1200 Forest Green Drive. This is update on progress from February 11th meeting regarding cleanup and sale of the property. So was the property sold?
I have no idea. I talked to I can't remember his name now, the potential buyer on the phone, and we were on the same understanding of what needed to be done, etc. He told me the same thing that we were told last meeting, that they were set to close, I think, later last month. Then Miss Betty called me and told me, well, she wanted me to look at a contract, and I said, no, ma'am, I'm not an attorney, I cannot do that. Because they're trying to rescind their, I guess, offer on the house for a lower price. And Miss Betty does not want to go for that lower price. So I told her that she should reach out to her attorney to see what to do. And I have not heard anything else since.
They are not residing there. The house is secure. There's
Correct.
no, okay. So I believe we kind of discussed in the last meeting, you know, it was contingent on the sale, but things still needed to be cleaned up regardless if it's sold or not. And that has not happened either.
Nothing.
So,
So we don't know if the house has been sold or we don't know if it's been cleaned up or both.
Both. I mean, you can look at the outside and see that
Okay.
it's the same as last month. So I know that nothing has necessarily happened on the inside for cleanup purposes, but for the purchase of it, the last I heard is what I told you guys. I have no idea if they ever came to an agreement on terms on on price, or if they backed out of the sale. I truly do not know.
It is not updated on public record. Now, that doesn't mean that it didn't sell. It could have sold and it hasn't recorded, but there's no recorded update on that.
And also, the new buyer hasn't called me yet to say, hey, can we get permits to start?
regardless if it's sold or not, I mean, to our knowledge, it hasn't sold, so it has to be cleaned up. Historically, would that have counted as the 30 days? Or would we need to give them notification now that we're gonna get bids to have it cleaned up?
I would do bids, just because even though they were here and they do have knowledge, obviously they are aware of
Right.
the situation. I say giving 30 days for bids would be a safe route, just in case something, does change of hands, whatever the case is. And at that point, I mean, I can be in search of bids too, to do
Right.
rear cleanup.
Well, historically, that's what we've done is we notify them, but while we're waiting on the notification, we get
Grab bids, yes, sir.
bids.
The only problem is with that house being secured, I would have to essentially reach out to Miss Betty,
Yes.
and get them to give us access to get inside the house, cause if not, I can call my guy all day long and say, hey, I need a bid on this, but if he can't see what he's working with, and I don't know if who we normally utilize does
Yeah.
interior
This
repairs
is like
or
a
not,
Serv
so,
Pro kind
yeah,
of
I'm gonna have to
thing.
reach out to them, yeah.
So would we need to do another show cause hearing with them, or could we go ahead and start getting bids notifying them that, hey, since you haven't been compliant with what we instructed, these are the next steps that we.
I would say go ahead and get bids. I mean, we're not going in to start
Right.
work on anything or do anything. This is just a knowledge-based thing. You know what I mean? Like, what's it gonna cost to do this cleanup?
And what happens if they don't give you access?
I would assume that I'm going to have to get an administrative warrant from Judge Cox, which that's doable, just to gain access, so we do it legally. But it is in Housing Commission, so it's
Yeah.
also at the discretion of,
Is it in bad enough shape to put it in condemnation?
I think we already did.
Yes.
Okay.
My concern is we're getting to the warmer months. If there's no power and all of that growth, you know, that's just not good for even the neighbors. It's not good.
Obviously, y'all know it's in Mission Oaks, so I haven't gotten any calls yet,
Yeah.
but
You-
also spring is about to be here, and you're starting to see the grass grow too, so I'm sure it's only,
Within time.
yeah.
So I think we need to get moving on it. So,
I don't know that, we didn't condemn it.
I didn't think so.
No, we said it
I think
was
it was condemned
secured with
prior
no
to it coming.
overnight habitation.
That's right.
Yeah, we didn't.
was it condemned when they went in, the police department and you went in?
I didn't condemn it. Now,
Well,
that was a whole nother story and a whole nother argument, but I did not condemn it.
I didn't think we did because we,
Nobody's living there, right? And continue.
well, and we thought it was contingent according to the minutes. It was
Yeah.
contingent on the sale.
right, so
Right.
we didn't put in condemnation
That
so
was
that it
already
could go
in.
through sale.
Right.
So it needs to be put under condemnation then. 'cause
But
they
we
didn't
can
what
do
they
that
needed to
now
do.
to get some bite into it.
Yeah, okay. So paying in condemnation and we're ordering bids for cleanup.
And that would also notify them of that not only is it under condemnation, that we intend to solicit bids for cleanup.
And they will be responsible.
Right,
And that will come out of the sale of their home.
right. That would be an excellent motion.
Whoever wants to put it in
Hmm?
whoever wants to word it
You ready?
out.
Sure.
I would make a motion to place the property in condemnation at this time and solicit bids for the cleanup of the property. And the owners be notified that the cost of that would come out of any proceeds or sales.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson Davis.
Yes. The last one on our list is actually new business. This is 3612 Whitehead Avenue. The property is extremely unsanitary, unfit for human habitation. Exterior of the property also needs cleaned up, but the inside is the main focus. The odor, trash, cat feces is overwhelming. We have a party here for that case. Please come forward. If you could state your name and your address.
Lisa Flaherty, 3612 Whitehead Avenue.
It's okay. It's all right. Take your time.
Yeah, I'm just recovering from a couple of heart surgeries, so I'm late to catch up.
You said your name is Lisa J?
Yeah.
Lisa, you're Lisa, okay. And is 3612, is that your address? Okay. And does Miss Tori have your contact information?
I have Rebecca's.
Okay, so Tori, if you could tell us how this came to be, what's going on?
So I was actually called out by Animal Services. They were telling me that the living conditions were rough. I went out like I always do when I get calls like that. Upon going into the home with Animal Services, they were trying to catch the cats that were in there.
How many? How many cats?
10, 11? I don't honestly remember.
Yeah, they were 10.
Miss Lisa was in the hospital at the time. I want to say that her daughter is the one that called Animal Services to let them know, like, hey, she's not there, but the cats are in without anybody. So that's why I was out there. Upon my inspection of going through, there is cat feces everywhere. The smell of ammonia is very, very strong, very, very overpowering. It is not safe to be breathing in by any human. I was also told, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I was also told that the bathroom was the only source of water. I guess the kitchen sinks aren't working.
They were, they just drip, so I have the water turned off.
Gotcha. Okay. I was gonna say it was very hard trying to walk through and take pictures and do what I needed to do and go from there. But the exterior wise, it's really just kind of the soffits. They just need to be either pinned back up or replaced. Because of the conditions of the interior though, and looking at like the return vent in the hallway for the HVAC unit, I don't know, is your HVAC working?
It does, the thermostat doesn't shut off though, so I have the power shut off. too.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, it'll run, I mean, it's
Okay.
just,
My fear is if that is to get turned back on, everything is just gonna keep recirculating the same air. And when we walked in, I don't think anything was on. So if like that without anything, it's, again, we can work on the exterior later, but interior, that's a big, big risk right now in my eyes.
Right. So you are not there now. Nobody's living there currently.
I was in the hospital when my daughter
Right.
called. So yeah, when I got out of the hospital, I have been back there. I've cleaned up. I mean, I know it's bad. It's been 3 years ago. I had. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, 3 years ago I had an incident that caused PTSD and depression, and I've just kind of sunk into a hole. But I've tried cleaning a lot of it up. But because I had surgery and I'm still bleeding, I'm not supposed to be lifting, so I haven't been able to do a whole lot. A daughter contacted somebody who comes in and cleans, but I didn't call them yet because I don't know. This is new to me. I have no idea what my options are and what.
So are the cats? Where are the cats?
With animal control.
They're with them. Okay. Okay. So
But one is one.
Yeah,
still-
there's one, and she is so traumatized. I've seen her one time. She'll run as soon as I open the door. So
that's just not healthy. To,
I know.
it's really dangerous stuff.
I know.
Okay.
Since you're not able to clean up, do you have the means to have somebody clean up, or?
Well, yeah, my daughter talked to somebody. And it's going to be pretty pricey though to have them come in. But like I said, I didn't know what. I wanted to wait until today to find out. Because like I said, I have no idea, if it.
Do you have anywhere that you can sleep other than that place? Can you stay with your daughter?
No, I'm not staying with my daughter.
I'm just worried. with what I saw just in the pictures and what
Yeah,
playing,
the
it's,
smell, and
it's
that's why,
unhealthy. It's
that's
dangerous.
why she's cooked. I mean, I've been, like I said, the PTSD and the depression's been
Yeah.
3 years, and I've been sick the last 2 months. So it really has gotten bad. I mean, I'm not,
Yeah,
you
and,
know,
and in
your
these
pictures
conditions,
that I
you're not
can't-
gonna get better.
uh,
In these conditions, I'm afraid that you might get worse, you know?
yeah, you know, like I said, I've cleaned up some, like in the bedrooms, and, you know, with the cat's gone, obviously the boxes and stuff, but it's just gonna take me some time.
Excuse me. Did your daughter know that you were gonna be here tonight?
Did my daughter know? Yeah, she offered to come with me, but I don't, I mean, she thinks she did it for my health, I get that. But I had had one heart surgery the first week I was in the hospital, and then she told me the next day what happened, and then my heart rate went all weird again, and they had to do a second surgery. So it's caused a lot of, this, even coming in here now, I mean, I could feel my heart racing and had to try to calm down, so it's just been a lot on me in the last 2-3 weeks.
Well, we're here to help you, okay? That's what we're all here to do, is try to help any way we can for you to be safe and healthy in the community. So, we can just,
Yeah, I
you know,
understand, and
it's
I'm
okay.
sorry for getting upset.
Um,
Like I said, it's just,
Yeah.
just a lot.
it is a lot. It is. The main objective is to get all of that ammonia, that urine
Yeah,
out of there, so, you know, you're not breathing all of that in. I really, I mean, it's a conversation, but it's almost like until all of that gets cleaned up, I don't feel safe you being in there, breathing it in. I don't. What is your opinion, Tori? What do you think?
I agree, and I mean this with the utmost respect possible. I've worked for the city for almost 5 years now. I've been in a lot of things. I've never been in a situation that bad. Does that make sense? And again, with the utmost respect, I understand
Yeah.
everything going on. I literally threw up after, you know, and it's, life happens, right? I get that. But that's what I'm trying to explain, the smell, how bad that smell is. And I am worried about you with all your conditions, just breathing that in. I don't feel safe. I wouldn't put that on anybody to be stuck in there breathing that. It's one thing if you can come and go, you're trying to get it cleaned out, but to stay in it for, 24 hours or whatever.
No, I'm actually not been there like much. I mean, I get
In and out.
spending time with my granddaughter and just, yeah, because it's, I mean, obviously depressing to be in there, so,
Yeah.
and then I sleep in one of the back bedrooms that doesn't have like the
Mm-hmm.
pets and stuff.
So is the granddaughter an option, that somewhere you can stay, what's cleaned?
I'm not gonna stay with my daughter.
You said your granddaughter?
My granddaughter's only 9, that's my daughter's daughter.
I can't sit here and look you in the face and say I feel comfortable. I don't.
So, what about safety as far as life safety? If something happens, could they get in to get her out even?
Oh yeah, they can get in. They can get in. There's 2 forms of egress.
My gut, I'll just tell you, my gut is like it needs to be condemned and you not staying there until it's cleaned up, and that's for your safety. That is what my gut is like, pushing towards. And I could be, I don't know if I'm being extreme or not. I just, without the cats being in there, that's a good thing. That way it's not growing. The problem's not growing, but the problem's still there. And like Tori said, life happens. These things happen. But once we get on the other side of it, things are much better. It's just this part of it is really hard.
So how does that work? Like if they condemn it, what do I do with like my mortgage and?
Yeah.
Basically, when it's condemned, it just means that nobody can utilize it for habitation, so you can't stay there, like live there. You can come and go, get
You
things as you need it.
You
clean
can't
it up.
sleep there.
Yeah, you just can't sleep there. That's it. It doesn't change anything or affect like your mortgage or anything.
No.
It's just for life safety until we can get it back into compliance, and then they release it out of condemnation, and you go back to your everyday life.
Yeah. Do you have any other friends or family other than your daughter?
Not that I'm gonna
Who
stay.
is Jerry your?
He's dead.
Okay, no, I understand. So he's
Yeah,
a
he was-
decedent.
Yeah,
I didn't know if maybe.
yeah, no, he passed away a few years
Okay.
ago.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. Questions? Comments? This one's hard. I don't know what to do. I mean. Your daughter was reaching out to someone to help clean up.
I'm aware of that.
Right, but have you gotten no answers on that as of today?
I didn't call anybody because I didn't know what today was gonna entail, so I didn't wanna have somebody come
So
out.
at the end of the day, we gotta get it cleaned up.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I
Number
just didn't
one.
know, like I said, what would happen
And
today.
typically,
and-
we run on a 30-day calendar. So example would be that we would potentially, possibly put it in condemnation. You wouldn't be able to sleep there. You'd have 30 days. Either you, friends, family, a company, something, come in and get all of that out and clean it up, get the ammonia, get the air filter changed, make sure your water's running appropriately, that kind of thing. And then would come back in front of us. Tori would come look at it and see if it's good to return. That's kind of if I'm leaving anything out. Right, so that's kind of how we
Okay. Would the
operate.
floors have to be replaced though within that 30 days?
I mean, I don't know about,
So, here's
Floor-
my thing. There was some, not every room, and correct me if I'm wrong, but not every room was carpet, but a lot of it was. So
None of
essentially,
it, I don't have carpet.
you didn't?
They're all hardwood floors.
Okay, maybe not. I don't know. There was a lot going
Yeah,
on.
no.
yeah,
I could have swore there was some carpet. Honestly, it kind of depends. If the cat urine has leaked underneath that, I don't know what's underneath those hardwood floors. If it's just we remove things out and we do a really good deep clean, if it kills the entire smell, great. If it's not killing the entire smell, that's a bigger problem.
Mhm.
So it kind of depends on who you get to do the cleaning and how, I guess, efficient they are with it and how familiar they are with situations like this and if they can get rid of that smell. I know that ammonia is very difficult to get rid of.
Right.
So I can't really give you a,
Right. That doesn't necessarily mean that your floors need to be replaced. You need to start out by getting all of the excrement out and anything that has it on it out and cleaned, and then you'll have a much better idea. And that will probably take care of a lot of the smell, just getting it and the walls washed.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I've taken a lot of stuff out. It's just I've had to do it, just
No,
a little at
that's
a time and
Obviously you have family that you don't wanna, and that's personal reasons, I understand that. Do you have means to go to a hotel for a few nights?
probably, like I said, it's gonna depend, like on how much the cleaning and, I mean, I don't have like a lot of money saved up. And then with being off work for the last couple of weeks, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a little tight.
So, I didn't know. Okay. Yeah.
Are we legally obligated to condemn it in the condition it's in?
Well, legally, maybe not legally, but morally, I think. Well, when you look at the kitchen and bathroom facilities, I mean, it's not, I mean, you can't even cook in there, you can't even eat. So, I don't know why or how you wanna stay there, but, I mean,
Right. Do you know if there's any resources within the city that, for housing, that kind of thing, for emergency situations?
I'd have to make a phone call, I don't know.
Okay.
Potentially, but don't bank on that.
Right, yeah, that's what I was asking a moment ago.
I'm a little concerned with, I mean, I've here again had some experience with properties that have pet odor from various and sundry uses. Do we not have something, a more specific benchmark or result that we're looking for other than we may never get rid of the smell?
No, but.
That's the thing. And so, but we're tying this to how are we determining when it's too much or too little and when we're satisfied?
Well, from when I'm looking at the pictures, I'm not just necessarily concerned about the smell as much as I am the feces and the layers of grime excrement that need to be cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? By looking at the pictures, there's layers.
Let me put this into perspective too. So, my mom has cats, right? Like I think we all kind of know what cat pee smells like, etc. When I was in that house, and specifically in one room alone, my chest was on fire from breathing in just the air, right? So I guess obviously yes, the perspective is we need to get it back in just the cleanliness of it. Like we need to get it together. When it comes to the smell, I don't think that my chest and lungs are supposed to burn like that walking through there.
No.
So if you want to put that in perspective, maybe, I walk in, if there's still some ammonia smell, okay, but if my chest is not on fire, I feel like that's at least semi-suitable.
Well, I think the first benchmark is to clean it up and get it sanitary. And I am in agreement, you may never get all the smell out.
No.
You may or may not, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, at that point, we gotta get it sanitary. Now, what degree is that? I don't know. Livable? A decent living space for food preparation, I guess, and bathroom facilities.
Is your
I
plumbing
don't-
working in the bathroom?
Can we tie it to, I mean, here's an invoice from a company that came and did a deep cleaning service.
Right.
I mean, that's tangible. That's something concrete that we can attach a decision to, not,
It is.
I
agree. And what do? You look at someone like ServPro or a company like that? Because I don't, you tell me, would this be considered a hazmat?
I'm not that far in it. I don't know. I mean, I obviously I don't think that people should be breathing. I know we're going back to the smell, but breathing that in, just the conditions of it alone. I mean,
It's not just the smell. At that point, it's a chemical compound.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do we even know if there was any deceased animals?
I don't think that
No, there
animals.
weren't.
No. Okay.
There were none. Okay. There were a couple rooms here that I don't know that are passable, but you said that the egresses are fine.
The door, her main front door, it goes into the living room. It's free and clear.
Okay.
I'm not worried about fire safety necessarily on that side.
Okay. These are just extra bedrooms, I assume, that are, okay. I do agree. I think the first benchmark is just sanitation. Just get it sanitary, which is broad, but at the end of the day, sanitary is, the kitchen cleaned.
I'm not saying I'm expecting to walk into a brand new build like I normally do when I do inspections. What I'm saying is I expect to walk into, Miss Lisa's home to where it's going to be suitable for her to live.
Yeah.
So with your experience, what have you seen in a case like this or something similar?
In terms of what? The extent of work required?
Well, the extent of work and how we force it. Or how you forced it. Or someone forced it.
Well, anytime that you're dealing with cats, and what she is describing, and if we're talking about hardwood floors, if it's gotten through the flooring and it's damaged the subflooring and it's gotten in, I mean, it can get through the walls, it can get through all kinds of things. The whole thing is that, I mean, you could end, I've had houses where you had to gut them. And that's not necessarily realistic here, I don't think. Which is why I feel like if we just attach it to some proof of performance, might make more sense than it just be a more tangible result than trying to determine whether or not it's fully resolved.
I think number one, getting anything with excrement on it out. Ma'am and Singer looking through the pictures, and there's so many, getting off the floors, getting the furniture out that has it on it, those kind of things they're not salvageable,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Getting all the excrement cleaned up, it should be number one main goal. And again, it happens. I have pets. I know it happens, but you just have to get it cleaned up and get it out. I agree with Mr. Myers that it is hard to put like a tangible benchmark on that. But I think number one, getting that kind of stuff out.
Just think of it too as like livable conditions, right? Running water, access to your kitchen, your bathroom. Obviously, not cat feces laying everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, again, I don't expect a brand new build out of this tomorrow.
No.
What I expect is just knowing that I'm releasing somebody to go back into their home to live in safe conditions that are clean. I know everybody's idea of clean could be different, right? It's gonna differ, but I think we also kind of know the line of what's clean and what's not clean. What's clean is I can go in this kitchen, I can cook whatever meal I need to cook, or I can go use this bathroom and not have it.
But what happens though if we see proof that a professional company has come in and done a cleaning job, but the verdict is that's not clean enough?
I guess at that point, I mean, I have to take that company's word for it. They've contracted out to get somebody to do it. I mean,
That's why I keep
Yeah.
bringing it back to that, is that at the end of the day, we up here from here are not going to be able to determine clean enough. We
No,
can
sir.
only determine was performance executed.
Exactly. If you hire a licensed contractor in the expert in that field, I guess his direction would be, we want it sanitary.
Yeah, we want a deep clean of this
Right.
of this property.
Exactly. And
Which
then-
would typically include all of your appliances, your windows, your light fixtures, your cabinets.
Absolutely. And we would go on his judgment of, I'm finished, it's sanitary.
Then wouldn't Tori go in and re-inspect?
We should have to.
Yeah, before we brought
Or
it out.
really?
And obviously make sure they did their job.
Right.
I think at this level, it will be pretty, at this level, I think it'd be remarkable, of the work that if a company came in, it would be remarkable. I don't think it would be a situation where they would give an invoice, you can go back in and you still have burning in your chest, I think it would so much. You only have one bathroom or two?
I have two. The one I haven't used so in years, so.
Okay. So, is one of the bathrooms better than the other via the pictures you sent? Is it,
I only saw one.
okay. Yeah, I'm kind of making a list in my
Yeah,
head,
the other
like
one
the
is-
kitchen,
it's
the
not a full
bathroom.
bed, it's just the toilet and the sink, so,
Is it in that
in the bedroom.
if you're going to the hallway, it's like this way? Does that make sense? Like closest to your living room?
No, it's off of the bedroom that had, off the cats, it's on the left-hand side of there. The door was shut, so.
Okay. I don't know. One of the rooms I
I was just wanting to make sure that she had functioning toiletries and, yeah, that they were sanitary and, okay.
So if we agree to pursue a professional cleaning company, do we force it from here and attach it to the property, or do we give the family or the daughter ample time to hire someone and bring their results to us?
I think,
I mean, I think giving, the daughter already said she was going to
yeah,
try.
I think giving them time,
The
I mean,
benefit of the doubt, the 30 days, the
Yeah.
first 30 days.
Now, can we set that? We don't have to wait 30 days. We could have an emergency meeting
yes.
if it's not done within an amount of time, 10 days, 14 days.
Well, I would say that since there is a question of displacement here,
That's one of the reasons I wanted to rush it.
yeah, then I mean, then we need to give a tight timeline and say this needs to be addressed immediately, and we do an emergency follow-up.
Can we do that?
Part of me wants to.
So that's what I'm saying,
I want to say no, just because this is first meeting, right?
this show cause.
Right. Even though Miss Lisa is here,
Mhm.
it's, just now coming up to her knowledge, we have to give time. I would say, but as I hate to say it, give the 30, but maybe also put in the motion that we check back in within the next week to see how the cleaning has commenced, and if it has started, I think that would be okay. But essentially, I think it would be another 30 days.
Can we just build into that motion that that you get weekly updates between now and that time? And then if you feel that it's necessary to convene an emergency meeting to address something, we can call it at that time?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because we can meet again if things dramatically improve and we can lift the condemnation.
Correct.
But we can't necessarily give a deadline to have it done within that 30 days.
Correct.
Right.
I think it'd be a little different if we were on month 6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But because to give also benefit of doubt, first showing, I would say give the.
Yeah, the 30 days. Do you know who your daughter was contacting?
I have his phone number,
Oh,
but I
it's
don't
okay.
know, I don't know what the company's name or anything
Okay.
is, cause she called him. He said he could come out and look at it, and then he could come do the work on Saturday.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't want it, all I have is the phone number. She didn't give me the name of the company.
Really wish she was here.
Yeah.
Huh.
I really wish the daughter was here so we
Yeah,
could speak
she
with her.
offered to come, but like I said,
No, it's really hard, but
But-
sometimes it's good to have that support.
yeah, I mean, we're talking,
Yeah.
I get where she came from with it, but
Yeah.
it was just, her timing was like, could you have picked an any worse time?
But please note, Miss Lisa, this is for you. This is for your safety. Okay?
Yeah, I
This
know, I
isn't, anybody out to get you or any
Yeah,
nothing
I
like
understand
this. This is
that.
for
Like I
your
said,
benefit.
I mean, I know my house was bad, it's like I'm not, no way I can deny that.
Right.
Like that it's gotten progressively worse over the last, like I said, 3 years, so it's,
Okay. All right. So,
we are still talking, I'm just not willing to stay there with her, so.
okay. So, this one's hard.
It is. It's because of displacement. Right.
Well, let me ask this, Miss Lisa, when do you think that you could contact that company and get them out? What's the soonest?
I can call him tomorrow. Like I said, he had told her the other day he had an opening on Saturday, so he could
This
be out.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Was that an opening to get you an estimate or an opening to actually?
Well, to come and look at it initially, but I think he quoted 1,500 or 1,800.
Okay. And your daughter's on board with that so far?
Yeah, well, I mean, she told me to call him, but like I said, I didn't know what was gonna happen
Yeah.
today, so I didn't wanna spend that money and then not have anything, I mean,
Okay,
it's like, 'cause
okay.
I still got, the mortgage and not working, I mean, my check, so it just trying to take what I have and figure out what the best way to work with it is, so.
Okay.
So how
How
do you
do we phrase this then?
phrase the motion?
Can you lift a condemnation before, on your own, without it coming through us?
Yes. I think if you guys put it in the motion, for instance, if you say something along the lines of if cleanup has commenced within Saturday and it is safe for her to go back in, then you give me that permission essentially. But yes, I can lift it too.
Do we still want a letter or something from a cleanup person that it is quote sanitary?
I think that an invoice should be produced.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That we should have some documentation to refer to that this was done. I guess the question right now is how do we want to handle the condemnation? Or how are we handling that piece of this?
Well, there's no such thing as temporary condemnation.
I know, that's the thing. So, I mean,
No.
how are we handling that?
Is there a 30-day condemnation?
I mean,
I think really it's
it's condemned until Tori says that we can lift it.
Okay.
until I come back and tell you, hey, it's livable.
So we could condemn it now, in theory,
In theory.
we could do a condemnation now, stay with your daughter or someone, sleep somewhere other than there until you get it cleaned up, whether that be Saturday or 30 days from now. Hopefully it's Saturday. And if it is, then Tori can look at it.
So in the
and-
motion, you could word the motion where Tori has the right to lift the condemnation based on an invoice, a paid invoice from a cleaning company or cleaning person. Service.
Tori needs to look at it though.
Right, that, yes, it needs to be produced to Tori or to us,
She needs to see the house though.
that it's sanitary. And another, of course, inspection afterwards with Tori.
Hear me out. What
Yes.
if we did the condemnation, let's say just by chance Saturday it gets completed. I'm able to go back out Monday, first thing, check it out, we're good to go. We can always call an emergency meeting right then and then have it released out of condemnation then, if y'all feel comfortable with that, if that's what y'all wanted to do. And then if it's not, obviously we kind of wait it out and it's still condemned. That's up to y'all. That's just
I think that's basically what you're saying, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if that's the,
Yeah. So condemning the property with
I mean, you're just trying to get it cleaned as efficiently and quickly as possible. Right?
make it safe for habitation.
Safe for habitation.
At any point in the 30 days that it does become that, we could have an emergency meeting to lift it.
Right. Yeah, we're not looking for it to be remodeled or painted,
No.
just sanitary.
Yes.
will you be able to find accommodations for a few days until you have the cleaners in on Saturday?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's my, can I go there to get like some stuff out of there?
You can come
Yes.
and go, you just can't sleep there.
Okay.
Yeah. And that, coordinate that with Tori. You can go get your things, you can clean, you can, all that. We just ask that you not reside there. You can't sleep there. Cause that's really, really unhealthy. It's really, really bad.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. So I'm gonna make a motion that we proceed with condemnation until such time as a professional cleaning company has completed a deep cleaning service and you've produced an invoice for Tori and she can come to the house and confirm that that company did their work. At which time the condemnation can be removed and then you can come back here in 30 days to address any remaining items at that time.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson Davis.
Yes. Okay. So get with your daughter. Get them in there yesterday. Like, get them going and stay on top of them. And that doesn't necessarily mean that also lifting the condemnation that there might not still be work to be done. Cause there's the soffits, there's some things outdoors.
Yeah.
But my big concern is your safety and your health and being in there. You know, and it's not good for your cat either.
Do what?
That's not good for your cat
Yeah,
either.
I
So,
know.
okay, just make sure you communicate with her on the daily if possible.
Okay,
Here's my phone. This is my city cell, easiest way to get hold of me.
okay. Tori, is that you? Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you. I wish you the best of luck.
I'm sorry to cause all the problems for you
No,
guys.
That's what we're here for. Okay,
Thank you. Y'all have
all
a
right,
good
thank you. Huh? All right. Comments, correspondence, questions from the board?
That was a tough one.
That's heartbreaking.
Listen, I know it is, but I mean it, y'all. Like I've been in a lot. I've brought y'all a lot. I've never thrown up when I've walked out of the house before, ever.
I've had units. I've had apartments that, and in my experience, it was a 3-day eviction because it was health, safety, and welfare for them and the neighbors. And then we would go in and rip everything out. Well, we wouldn't, contractors would. Wash everything. Sometimes you had to change the appliances. Sometimes you didn't. Most of the time you did. Wash everything and then seal it. And you still had the smell, but at least it was sanitary.
When you've had cats like that,
I know.
she's had male cats. I mean, it can
I know.
be all the walls, all the
Mhm.
cabinets. I mean,
Yeah, you may never get the smell out.
you're
No.
you're never gonna get that smell.
There was one room I seriously walked in and I had to walk back out because that's when my chest really started burning. Like I feel like I couldn't breathe. I've never been in that situation before, ever.
I just don't know how she's standing.
I don't know. And what I was told,
She's used to it. It
Yeah.
didn't get this way
But,
overnight.
yeah, but
Oh,
just
she said
what,
3 years.
what your body, what it does.
well, her daughter told me that there was supposed to be a cleaning company out today
Okay.
that was going to do it. And I went by there earlier to check to see, you know, if I saw anybody there. No, so I understand what she's saying. She wanted to see what your correspondence was first, but I was hoping that we wouldn't have to condemn because they would be done today and
I
I
know.
would back out and check everything.
I
and
don't like the idea of her being in there.
I don't either.
And then now it's in front of us. If we don't condemn it and something happens, I'm not gonna be in that.
Well, I think we've also set the precedent that that's what we do.
Yeah.
I
That
agree.
was what I kept sitting here thinking about is we've already set a precedent with other
Yeah.
homeowners
Yeah.
that we proceed with condemnation until a
Until it's
checkpoint.
fixed. Yeah. I hope she finds housing. Hopefully she will fix.
I'm pretty sure she has a son. I think that's what Rebecca was telling me.
Yeah.
Because she's mad at Rebecca right now because obviously her cats got taken away and now the city's involved. And I'm sure it's embarrassing. Like,
Yeah.
I get that. I would be in the same boat. But I want to say that she said that she couldn't necessarily stay with Rebecca because Rebecca has stairs. So she can't get up those stairs. But her brother, I want to say, I don't know if it was Miss Lisa's brother or if it's Rebecca's brother. There's somewhere that she can go. She's just
I
really
know.
pissed off at Rebecca.
Yeah. There's always somewhere. And that's why I was like, is there emergency? I do remember that there were some contacts in previous years where,
And I could probably call that. However, I know that there is somewhere to go.
Yes.
You know, that's why I wasn't pressing that issue
Yes.
as much because her daughter literally told me on the phone. So,
Well, and the daughter offered to come.
yes.
and the,
Own words.
and the daughter also brought this up. I'm
Trying to
sure
help
not
her.
trying to help. So I think we did the right thing.
Thank you.
Condemning it.
Probably will get it clean.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
will.
They are.
We'll get it done. So,
That's why whenever you asked me that, I was like, yeah, I could make a phone call, but I also know I try to utilize my resources for people that truly
Yeah.
do not have that option.
Yeah.
You have that option. Quit being mad. She's trying to help you. You know, like,
Yeah.
I get it. I respect you, but like,
Yeah.
she's trying to help you.
but I can also see where she's going to be like, oh, well, you called them. My house got taken away. You took away my cat. It's all drama. It's all drama. But at the end of the day, I just don't want it to land here if something happens to her
Exactly.
because of all this. It's disease. It's excrement. It's
It's rough. I mean, it's really rough.
I think we did the right thing.
so okay.
Probably the best possible scenario.
Okay. All right. Well,
Hopefully it will go as planned.
I just want it to be sanitary. If it still smells like cats, okay. But as long as I'm not in there dying, and I know that if I'm not dying, she's gonna be okay. I think we're okay.
I'm a little concerned that perhaps that initial bid was a little low.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking when I was told
Yeah,
that.
she threw out that number and I thought, oh,
They haven't
and
seen
that
it yet.
might be just to clean. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Clean the floors, sweep up all the, and
I kid you not, I really thought there was carpet in there. I really
I think
did.
it's the cat hair,
I
the
don't know.
layers of cat hair.
That's all.
So there were 10 cats.
10 cats. God.
The kitchen has been on fire.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And there was one, I thought there was a hole in the floor and it turned out to be, I guess, a kitty box or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I make sure to get that.
Oh, no, yeah.
And the bathroom is,
I don't know what the second bathroom is. Mainly because I'm walking like this. Through
yeah,
house
and the
because I didn't have
bathroom,
things.
there's no,
No.
yeah, so, okay, if there's nothing else, we can be adjourned until April. In April, we'll only have this one, and I guess Forest.